What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here, excited. Started a series, Help Dr. Joe, I'm Ready for Change. This particular segment are for all individuals who are going to be future participants. And I had a great opportunity to meet with an amazing man by the name of Lafayette Claiborne. And what struck me about his story is, here's a man in his 70s. He has a litany of different health conditions and concerns, but yet he wants to change. When I saw his story, when I saw his testimonial, I invited him to be a part, and of course, he accepted the invitation. Now, what's amazing about his story, you're going to hear from him very, very soon, is it doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what your health concerns are. It doesn't matter where you are. The number one thing that matters is your desire to want change. Your desire to do and to put in the effort and the work to do what needs to be done to manifest the type of life that you want. So I want you to join me on today as I go into interview my newfound friend. Although he's older than I am, I'm blessed to meet such an amazing group of people in Mr. Lafayette Claiborne. So come with me as I interview him on today, and you may have your chance to be a part next. Peace. What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. I'm so excited. Another edition of Help Me, Dr. Joe. I'm Ready for Change. I'm excited about today's episode. We have a young man who's going to be joining us very, very soon. And the purpose of these interviews are to hear the stories of people. There's nothing more valuable in life than people. And the most valuable thing about people are their stories, what they've experienced, what they have endured. And I want you just to sit back, to relax, and to listen to this young man that I'm bringing on. His name is Lafayette Claiborne. We've got something in common. You'll hear about that very soon. And I want you to welcome him to our show on today. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, Dr. Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great. You're looking well in those spiffy shades, sir.
Well, no, these are prescriptions.
Oh, well, you still making it look good.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, first of all, I want you to know, sir, it's an honor for you to be on with me. I'll tell the people how you and I met. You know, I had a video that was on YouTube called Be My Special Guest, and you reached out to me. And the whole purpose of those videos were to ask people who wanted to be future participants who had never come through the 40-day turn-up or the journey, just to tell us about our story or their story and what they've endured, because the 40-day turn-up, sir, is a village. People all over the world have come through this process, and that's what we want to continue to make it about, the people. That's very, very important to me. So I just want to ask you a couple questions, and we're going to make this all about you. So you just feel free and take your time. And the first thing I want you to do, sir, is to tell us about yourself. Like, tell us where you live and where you're from and things like that.
First of all, I'd like to give honor, praise, and glory unto the Almighty God for allowing me this opportunity, and to thank you and give you also thanks and honor, Dr. Joe, for giving me this opportunity. I am currently residing in Lakeland, Tennessee, one of the suburbs or outskirts of Memphis. I've been here since 2015. After a divorce, I felt necessary to move myself out of the situation so I could think more clearly and look at life some more, and find myself now overweight, just not really doing anything to help my body and mind, and having witnessed others who had been through your program and listened to them and saw the transformation. And I said, it's time for me to get into this program, this journey, and do something, because God is not through with me yet.
Wow. Wow. Yes, sir. That's powerful, sir. That's very, very powerful. So tell us your age, and tell us how young are you?
I am 72 years young. And listen, what you have done is made me understand it's not about the age, but it's about the attitude of the mind, the heart.
Yes.
And I was like, just because people say that's supposed to be old, you don't have to act old. You got to, I watched it. You take charge of your own mind and thoughts.
Yes, sir.
And don't let others, find myself going around my grandchildren walking like Jed Clampett. And I'm like, this is not what I need, but I've witnessed. That's why they say a witness is a good testimony.
Yes, sir.
And so I just decided that I want some of this.
Well, you gonna get some of this and a whole lot more, sir. And I'm just honored to sit up here and talk with you. You remind me so much of my father and so many other men in my family. I have just the utmost respect for you, and it's an honor to service you in this capacity. It's my prayer that God gives me what I need, that you may receive what you need, sir, to be who he's called you to be. So I look upon myself as just a vessel to be used in the transformation of God's people. So I want you to know that I'm honored to be here with you. Now, you told me that, sir, that you have served your country. Talk to us about that, what branch and what you've done, because people need to hear that.
Yes, I was in the United States Army for 21 years, 10 months, and 21 days. And I had overseas service in Vietnam, and I went to Panama and Germany. And my experience in the military really helped shape so much of my life now, because it taught a person to discipline themselves, plan ahead, and be ready to be an active participant in whatever it may be. So I learned that it's not necessary to wait till the last minute, just like I did before your interviewing me. I had to pray. I had to sit down and think about things, so I would be a light, not just someone just here. And as you have spoken, I read the book once, Maximizing Manhood. And that's what the military taught me, is that as a man, we should be able to stand and lead. And when we look at our education system, especially in elementary, there are very few male role models down at the elementary level. And so, the military just made me aware that you have a mission, you have a standard, and you have a condition. And when you can pull and satisfy all those three, because I'm not going to send you out without any instructions. We're going to go over it. We're going to rehearse it. So once you enter the battle, we already know what you will most likely do. And so it also taught me loyalty. Loyalty. And that's why I wonder, when I look back, doctor, and think about when I was doing a Million Man March, you hear what I say? During those times, and I look at the purpose of bringing Black men, and then I look today and I say, my God, what has gone astray? And then I was introduced to you. I ran the first time I heard about you. Mm-hmm. But the person just kept on like a pit bull. And thank be to God, because when I listen, he says, this is your preparation room. This is the man of God who can get not only back physically, but spiritually. And as a soldier, we learn to go forward and never to retreat.
Wow, that's powerful, sir. That's a powerful testimony. Well, we want to thank you for your service, for what you've done for this country, and for sharing that. Now, You've alluded to, I got a question on here for you about what made you want to join the 40-day turnup. And you talked about your friend or the person that you know who had come through. Can you talk to us about maybe how long ago you were exposed to this person, as well as what you saw in them that made you interested in going through the process yourself?
The person I am talking about, we've started maybe about a little over a year and a half, maybe about 14 months ago.
Okay.
And as she was telling me about it, I've had heard about so many programs, and I wasn't really sure. But I had a connect spirit, if you understand I know you know what I'm talking about.
I
And
do.
having known her over that time period, I watched her. We didn't always agree, but there was this spirit of peace. There was this spirit of, you can do this. You letting age hold you back. It's constant encouragement. And I'm watching her going from such and such a weight to now being able to lift 30 and 40-pound seed bags, and I'm over here using a dolly. You hear what I say, doctor? I say, this the wrong picture. This the wrong picture.
I hear you, sir.
So you can't lead if you can't even withstand physical endurance. And, so I can see all of the physical. I've known people who were diabetic like myself, and one who had he no longer have to take all them pills. And I've heard testimonies through your program. So I want to be a better me, so that I can be a blessing to my children and grandchildren. Because nowadays they need real men who are unafraid to teach the truth. And that's what you do as well.
Yes, sir.
So that's about the person and the evidence that I've seen. And I know it's gonna be a challenge because I love myself some fried pork chops and chicken. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, sir. It's okay. We got you.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about some personal health challenges that you have included. Tell me some things, sir, that you are looking to directly overcome in terms of your health. Things, problems that you may have. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah. I'm first of all, I want to definitely deal with the diabetes situation, but also because of the mental aspect. As diagnosed with PTSD or whatever. But to be able to be more comfortable in my physical body, not to have to worry about being overweight. You know what? And so I can just see how much more comfortable I'm going to be in my risk of heart attack goes down. All these different things instead of always each day, saying, well, what you gonna do today, and end up just sitting in the house doing nothing, being inactive, and saying this has to change because your mind is not on the upkeep of your physical body to be able to prevent your children and grandchildren having to take care of you and you having to move in with them. You need to take care of yourself. And that's when I said, after I'd seen and witnessed your person and the person I know, I'm just determined that I know this is good for me, doctor.
Yes, sir. Sir, let me ask.
I hope I answered it.
No, you did. Do you have a pen there and a piece of paper?
I sure do.
All right, sir. I want you to do something for me as we are talking together.
Okay.
All right. I want you to think about 3 things that you want out of this 40-day turn up process for Lafayette. Don't think about anything else but yourself. And I want these three things to be things that if you are able to do these three things, you would have met or exceeded your expectations for this process. I want you to take some time and I want you to write those three things down. And I want you to tell me once you've written them down. Don't worry about how long. We're going to sit on here on this presentation, this interview, and wait for you to do that. Okay?
Okay, let me make sure I understand. 3 things I want to achieve from going through the journey.
That's right. Through the 40-day turn up. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to write 1, 2, 3 and write what those are beside 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
All
Share
right.
with me what the first one is.
Okay, I'm getting a clear sheet of paper.
Okay, that's fine.
The first one is to lose weight.
Okay. All right. To lose weight. The second one is what, sir?
Regain self-confidence.
To regain self-confidence. What is the third one, sir?
And the third one is achieve spiritual strength.
Spiritual strength. Okay. So to lose weight, restore confidence, and spiritual strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I know that you're a man of faith. First thing was give honor to God, and I want to speak over your life. Will you let me do that?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I want you to know that the weight that you want to lose, the confidence that you want to restore, and the spiritual strength that you want to regain will be the foundation of what you're going to receive out of this process. And what I mean by that, sir, is that's only the start of what you're going to manifest in your life. That there are about 20 additional things that God is going to do in your life through this process. Do you receive that?
I received that.
Okay. These things that God is getting ready to do in your life, sir, are beyond what you can even imagine right now. But I know as sure as I'm sitting up here talking to you that you are getting ready to manifest a miracle in your life through the power that God has already placed in you and the leadership, the guidance, and the direction that this village is going to present to you. Do you receive that?
I received that.
Okay. Now, there are going to be many obstacles of your mind that are going to be in your way. There are going to be obstacles in your spiritual life. There are going to be obstacles in your physical body that are going to want to get in the way of what God is putting in progress right now. But I want to bind those spirits
right now.
I speak against them. And I pray that God gives you the power, the strength, the wisdom, the wherewithal, and the patience to endure every last one of them. And I just want to know, do you receive that on this day?
In the name of Jesus, I receive these.
All right. Well, it's already done, sir. It's going to be done. And I'm excited to be a part of this process with you. So I want you to take that piece of paper and I want you to put it somewhere that you look at it every day. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Every day. And you're going to keep that there. And we're going to revisit this after the process has ended. And we're going to see what other things that I've already told you God is going to do of how they made their way to that paper. Okay?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, I want to ask you a couple of more questions, sir, if I may.
Yes.
Have you seen other videos on the Journey Life TV channel, or was it just the one that you commented on?
No, I've seen several.
Okay.
As I said.
Okay. Were they helpful to you?
Yes, yes, they were.
Okay.
But I was not prepared my mind and heart was not, ready to accept.
Okay. All right. All right. And what happened to you that got you to the point, sir, that you felt you were ready to move forward? What was said, what was done that made you say, okay, I'm doing this right now?
Well, I was at home at a homegoing, and I saw many of my classmates. Boy, I was saying, boy, they look old. We all the same age.
Mhm.
And I'm saying, I don't want to be walking around like this, with a cane and all these things. And then when I got back, I was sharing it with my friend. And that's when she mentioned your program again, The Journey.
Mhm.
And I said, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready because I know exactly and she has spoken the same. He has more for me, doctor,
Mhm.
than just sitting around.
That's right.
And I have to be ready to serve.
That's right.
I can't serve if I can't walk 10 feet.
That's right.
I have to get on stage and sit on a stool because I can't do that. I got to represent the Lord's work. And that's what I've seen accomplished through your program, where I can be able to physically take care of myself and not be thinking negative about age, but about what more can I do.
Mhm. Well, praise God. Well, I want to encourage you, sir, because not even 2 months ago, I graduated the largest class that I ever had. I've been doing this, sir, for almost 10 years.
Wow.
We graduated, sir, a little shy of 1,000 people. Okay. We started with 1,223 people all over the world. And we graduated about a little less than 1,000 people. And did you know that the best performing group out of those 1,000 people were 70 years? Can you believe that?
What you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
I tell you no lies, sir. And we've got the statistics to back that up. My 70-year-olds performed the best, sir. In this last group, not one of them dropped out.
What you
Not,
say?
not one of them quit. Not,
I claim that.
not one, that's right. Not one of them was removed. But, sir, it was, and they have been in more than one group, the best performing group because they listen to instructions, they do what I tell them to do, and they see the results and they continue. Now, sir, what I want you to understand is I don't want you to judge the effectiveness of this process by what you're able to accomplish on that paper. But I want you to look back at your life on April 14th, 2022, and you're not even going to recognize yourself. You're going to feel like 18 years old again. You hear me, sir?
I hear you.
You're not going to be on medication. You're going to have a whole new wardrobe, and your doctors are going to wonder what in the heaven is Mr. Lafayette doing, okay?
What you say? I want to hear it too.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Okay.
sir.
You don't speak that in existence now. This process, sir, is not a weight loss process. This is a spiritual transformative process.
Yes, yes.
And you know that when the mind changes, when the spirit changes, when our habits change, you can't help but to change everything around you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Your dreams are going to shift. Your aspirations are going to shift. The way that you're going to be able to positively influence your children and your grandchildren.
Yes.
All of that is going to shift, sir, and it's going to start with you. Because
That's right.
let me tell you what I was most impressed by in terms of your statement. To hear the passion in the voice of someone who's 72 years of age. All right? That's passionate because like you said that you heard me say before, the spirit doesn't have age to it. It's infinite. Okay? We,
Yes.
we just call it 72 or 25. But there are 25-year-olds who think like they're 75.
That's right.
25-year-olds who think like they're 20. For the mere fact, sir, that you are here means that the work that God has for you is not done yet.
That's right. That's right. I believe that.
He still has work for you.
That's right.
He still has a plan for you. Okay. And what my job is to help accelerate your health, your wellness, that you can be a better vessel so God can use you. That's all I'm here to do. You understand that?
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
want nothing from you. I don't
Yes.
I don't want money. I don't want fame. I don't want nothing, because all I have to do as a man of God is take care of God's people. That's all I got to do. Tell
Amen.
to God's people, protect God's people,
Yes.
lead God's people.
Yes.
And God is taking care of me. You understand that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I want you to understand that the same fervor that I have on doing all that I can to change your life, I want you to have that same fervor for yourself. How about that?
That'll work.
Is that a plan?
That's a plan.
All right.
That's a plan. As I said on the 18, I love it when a good plan comes together.
All right. All right.
You
Now,
remember that TV show?
I remember that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sir. I tell you what. This is your time. There are people who I'm certain who are watching this now. They're listening to you. They're listening to us talk. They're inspired by you. They're inspired by your story. And if you have an opportunity or words that of encouragement to share with anyone who may be on the fence or who may be listening to you, and you want to say something to them, look into that camera and say whatever you want to say.
Thank you very much. Again, I would like to say I thank God for this opportunity. And what I would like to pass on or say now, especially to the men who are listening, we must step to the plate. We must begin to assume a leadership role in bringing our young men to understand what it means to maximize their manhood. That is to be able to be leaders for your family, be examples, be able to discern through the Spirit those things that are good and profitable and beneficial, and train them up in ways of the Lord so that they can understand and recognize what is truth. Because today we are witnessing such false evidence. And I just do believe, and I've seen him work in my life. Doctor, he moved me, and people saying he crazy. You know, moving down to Tennessee, talking about a bucket list. You ain't got no job. You retired. You don't know nobody. But God
Mm-hmm.
put people around me
Mm-hmm.
to help me. They call and check on me, and my friend especially. You know, she become like one of them. You heard of them leeches that stick on you. That's her. But such an inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and I witnessed it in her life. I've seen, you know, where she started out weight wise and spiritual wise. Because that's why I say I hear, because she used to share your messages with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lafayette, you got to hear this. You know, and so, like I say, you know, it just took the Spirit time to get me here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just say, hey, all those who may be doubtful, just keep praying. And those who want you, let us pray for them also. Because prayer, this journey I'm on right now, it's just been going on about a year and a half, just to get me here.
Mm-hmm.
But you need people in your life who not only is a testimony, but who will encourage you. So God bless and keep always was my prayer.
Well, amen to that, sir. Well, Mr. Lafayette Claiborne, it's been a pleasure, sir, interviewing you. Thank you for being my special guest. Thank you for being transparent. I'm certain your words and your story have positively influenced many people. And I just want to say, God bless you, sir. And I look forward to working with you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
All right. Don't hang up. I'm going to cut this off and we're going to talk a little bit more. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Peace and blessings, family.
Same to you.
Well, there you have it. Lafayette Claiborne. What an amazing, amazing interviewee. I had a great time interviewing him and just sitting there talking about him and his story. I'm so thankful and glad that he agreed to be a part. So shout out to you, Mr. Claiborne. For those of you who are watching this and you say to yourself, hey, I want to go through that. I want to experience the 40-day turn up. I want change. I want transformation for myself. You can be a part of the next class. It's going to be May 1st, 2021 in this year. All you got to do is go to journeylife.tv. Once you go there, you click on 40-day turn up, next session. It tells you everything that you need to know. There's no registration, there's no cost, there's no charge. All you have to do is watch that 11-minute video, follow instructions, and do your best to do all the follow-ups on that day so you can be a part of the next episode. If you desire to be a part of Help Dr. Joe, I'm Ready for Change, feel free to contact me. You can DM us on our YouTube channel page. You can include your story below, as well as how we can contact you. And myself, probably one of the individuals of our team will contact you, reach out to you for being a potential interviewee. So until next time, be well and be blessed. And I look forward to seeing each of you then. Peace.